about this. What is this advantage? Look at this guy. This guy goes to the gym, he'll work really hard in the gym and he builds some massive muscle. But look at this guy. He never go to the gym, he did all kind of unhealthy food, but he got a chainsaw and he chopped down around 20 to 30 trees a day. Because he get that advantage factor. I have a goal, I want to train 1 million professionals by 2035. That's one of my career aspirational goal I have right now. So far I have trained around 100,000, but I have another 900,000 to go. But I'm lucky that I still have around 10,000, 10 years left, 2035, and I think I'm pretty well tracked, and I think I can hit it by 2030. But 2035, would like to keep the number. When you want to learn something, try to learn from somebody who already know it. And that's exactly what I do over and over a period of time. And one of the best way of learning this one is about getting their book.
Programs. He is the leading expert in business transformation in Southeast Asia. His business transformation approach lies in digital and workforce transformation to drive companies towards their next phase of growth. He is the founder of VSHR Group. Among VSHR Group, VSHR Pro Academy is renowned for empowering businesses by creating a series of micro breakthroughs within the workforce, helping organizations move from one stage of success to the next. John is a TEDx and top keynote speaker on digital transformation workforce. So please give John a big round of applause, and I welcome John on stage.
Now I feel like I'm meeting some rock star of RMIT, right? So, I want to tell you a story. A story which will relate to each of you in this room. So, 2 graduates getting out of the school and joining the workforce. One of them find it super easy and moving forward one step into their career really fast. But another one find it really hard. Always finding difficulties to get the first job, even the job they're getting is not really suitable. What's going on here? Why one group finding it really easy to move forward in their career, and why another group is finding it so hard? And I'm telling you right now, every one of you sitting in these rooms, you're going to belong to one of these groups. The easy group or the hard group. So now let's break it down in this keynote. Why these students fall into this hard group, and what you can really do so you can move to the easy group, but not just working and studying harder. What is the actual thing you could do to move forward? I'm going to give you a blueprint for that in this keynote speech. On top of that one, I'm going to give you a gift in my end of my keynote speeches too. Couple of gifts actually, and you can utilize this one to make it as an advantage for you to move forward so you can belong to the easy group. And one last thing before I get started. Normally I run 3 days of mastermind session with graduates, but I'm going to condense everything in this keynote. So I'm going to go fast. So let's pay attention, otherwise you're going to miss out on a lot of goodies. So I'm John Super. I'm known as a business transformation expert. But here's the thing. Years back, when I was earlier in my career, I was almost like you, final year student, and I found the keynotes of Bezos. And the Bezos, you probably know, the founding CEO of the Amazon. And he said this one thing, which has completely changed my life. He said, you gotta find your job and turn that into a career. And then you're gonna find and look for your passion. And then you can have your calling, and when you have your calling, your life will be changed. And you will be a step of zone where you're always moving forward. So I think that's something I need. I didn't have a job at the time, so I need to turn it into career. So that's what I did. I spent 15 years working on different billion-dollar businesses, and I get to a role like Chief Information Officer. And I was actually, one of my career, I was in RMIT as well. I was the head of digital transformation project at RMIT. So in RMIT, anything looked like technology. Even this system you see is playing behind, it's all was my projects. And I built on. And what I do really for business, I help companies to become more productive and more profitable into the business by using technology. So that's my career. And I looked for my passion because I was listening to this. And so my passion, I found that my passion is doing research. So I started doing research. I thought that PhD would be a good thing. I dropped out of my PhD study. I got 4 offers. But I continued doing the research. And based on the research today, the research turned into a VSHR Group, which conduct research on different business and social problems and create organization or nonprofit to solve this problem. And one of them is about VSHR Pro Academy, which provide workforce transformation solution to help companies to create breakthrough by utilizing their workforce into the company. So now, let's get to the main point today. Why? Why one group find it so difficult to move forward, and why the other group find it so hard to become successful and move forward in their career. The key difference is this one, the advantage factor. One group, normally the easy group are a really small number, and the majority belong to the hard group. And the missing part is they don't have the advantage factor. So let me talk about this. So what is this advantage? Look at this guy. This guy goes to the gym, he works really hard in the gym, and he builds some massive muscle. And he got an axe, and his job is to cut the tree, chop down the tree. So you work really hard from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and he chopped down 2 to 3 trees. He's working really, really hard. But look at this guy. He never go to the gym. He did all kind of unhealthy food, but he got a chainsaw and he chopped down around 20 to 30 trees a day. What does this really mean? That means the guy number 2 is almost 10 times more effective and productive compared to the guy number 1. Why? Because he get that advantage factor. His advantage is the chainsaw, which is making him so successful what he is doing. So now the question is about, what chainsaw do you have? So you can cut through the challenge and the competition in your career as soon as you get out of the school. So normally, these are the 2 advantages every one of you have, more or less. So normally, educational system always train you about your level of intelligence. Can you get a higher score? Can you get in a higher ranking universities? And that's how you build up your first advantage, which is about intelligence level. And the second one is about the physical look. Some of you look handsome, some of you look beautiful, some have a better, well-dressed. Some of you even you go to the clinics and get the face done as well too, to get to a better looking. But here's the problem. These advantages are almost like the sword in a battlefield. You can sharpen the sword, you can make sharpening. You can have a bigger sword, but still, it's a sword. It has a limiting factor. But now just think about in a battleground, in a competitive world, you're going against with these weapons. Jet, tanks, missiles, aircraft carrier. You have no chance with your sword. Because what does it mean? Because these weapons are higher advantage for somebody who have them in a battleground. So what are the higher advantages you can build for yourself? Rather than believing about level of intelligence and also your physical look, I'm going to lay it down for you. So let's take notes. And I'm going to also share with you how you can build them as well too. So let's get started. So the first level you could have a mindset advantage. You could simply have a better mindset compared to your classmates. And that's how you have an over advantage in the competitive world. So that's the level 1. Another one is we have a family advantage. Your father or mother could be a C-suite level executive and they could be a great mentor. Your family could have a business. That is your advantage. School advantage. All of you sitting down from RMIT, you have an international degree. All of you have this advantage basically. Somebody getting out from Hoan University don't have that advantage. So now, level 2, network advantage. If you have stronger networks with more other successful people, that will become your advantage. But here's the thing, most of the people think that I'm going to talk to more other people, successful people, and they will become my network. It's not. You need to contribute values. Just a caveat. Knowledge advantage. You got to know something which your classmate does not know. You got to know something which even somebody 1 or 2 years older than you does not know. Then your knowledge becomes your advantage. If you're already in the same group, you don't have any advantage on the knowledge. Goal advantage. Think about two person. One person has a goal, but another person has a bigger goal. So the person who has a bigger goal has a goal advantage as well too. So don't set small goals, set big goals. Clarity advantage. Somebody has a better understanding what they're really doing and what's the next step they're going to take on to achieve their goals is the clarity advantage. So that's another one. Let me give you what's the next level. The next level is about life and system advantage. If you have a disciplined life and if you're using all productivity apps, it's your advantage. And actually level 4 advantage, it can take a lot out of you, of your time and get you more done in a day. And the level 5 advantage is this. Every time you go for a job application, there will be one fundamental line in the job description. How many years of experience is requirement? Because this is an advantage. Because when you have an experience advantage, a company wants to have it because they want to get that advantage from you too. But here's the point. None of you will have this experience advantage right now because you've never worked on companies. So what you could do, you could use the other level 5. You could borrow the experience for somebody who has the experience through mentorship and so on. So now, I want to play a game with you. Let's get the phone out, scan the QR code, and jump in. You can scan that, or otherwise you can just go to the web link and you play the thing. I didn't want to play the game, but Eric told me it's fine to play the game, so I'm going to play with you. So let's see what advantages you have. What advantage you can build on. And this is the game we're going to play. You can join from 4G, you can join from Wi-Fi, not a problem. Every network is good. And as soon as you join in, you will see the first question. What is your number one advantage? Select that one. Alright? And as soon as you see this one, you will be seeing the result of the room too. How many of you choose what level of advantage? So let's contribute and know the overall room advantage together. Okay, we got 18 votes. Come on, 8 more. I'm going to go for 20 votes. Come on. 23, 24. Okay, let's talk about the number one advantage you think that you have, your mindset advantage. 48% of the room say this one. And 18%, the number 2 advantage, you select your family advantage. Congratulations, that's a good advantage to have. In a business world, there's nothing is fair game. If you're feeling about you're looking for fairness in a business world, you're going to cry all over your life. It's all about advantage. So now let's move to the next question. You will see in your screen right now. How much do you rate your advantage in a scale of 0 to 10? I want you to imagine level 10 means somebody is the best of their advantage. Think about somebody in your mind. And that person is level 10. And now compare yourself with that level 10 and choose a number. Alright, we can see number 1 came out with 6 to 7, 50% of the room. And number 2 is 4 to 5, 23. I'm telling you right now, if your level 1 advantage is lower than 9, work all out about this thing. If you're not getting into number 1 advantage to at least at 9, you're going to have real trouble. Like Eric just said, right? Getting on RMIT doesn't mean to you that you guarantee your job, and not even a good job. So work on your advantage, number 1, and make it so good that you can cut through anything you can. So now let's go to the final question of this game. How much time do you spend to improve your advantage? This will reveal you why your level 1 advantage is not moving up. Let's be honest, nobody is watching you. Nobody is gonna collect your email addresses too. So let's be honest and just put on your numbers. Alright, we can see this one. 31% saying this one, 6 to 8 hours per week. And the number 2 is about 13% put around, 26% say 4 to 5 hours. I'm telling you right now, if your advantage number 1 is lower than 9, at least plan to spend more than 10 hours per week. Otherwise, we're not building your aircraft carrier. You're not building up your tank. You're not building up your real gunship. And those will be needed for you to win the cutthroat, the noise of this competitive world called carrier world. So now, how you can build through this question, right? I already told you that you're going to spend time. How you can build through. Number 1, I will tell you right now is this. When you want to learn something, try to learn from somebody who already know it. And that's exactly what I do over and over a period of time. And one of the best way of learning this one is about getting their book. Because somebody spent 20 to 25 years of their work to combine it together to put a book into the knowledge into it, and I can just get in a few bucks, and just in 7 to 8 hours I can get that knowledge out of my brain. That is an outstanding trait for me, and I do it over and over and over and over. I know traditional education system juice out all the fun things from you from grade 2 until grade 12, until you are in RMIT. So I know reading is not fun, but actually if you can start to learn for fun, that's why you do become, your learning will become your advantage as well. So I have gone through 3 books so far in my career. So first one is about pro objective setting. That will give you the clarity to set up the right objectives. The third one is about 100x goal setting. It will give you the advantage to set up your right goals and achieve that one too. Both books are available in English in Amazon. You can get it on. And the middle one is a 100x business workforce. It's available in Vietnamese. So if you want to work on consulting, if you want to work on business transformation, you want to work on HR, you want to work on financial developments, this book is available in Vietnamese in all bookstores like Bahasa and also in Tiki. Get one of them. Or whatever advantage you have, get that book related to out of it, and that's one of the things. But now you will say this one, oh, the book is the only one thing I can do through. No, you can do more. Let's go another one. You have a big advantage being in RMIT. You have a careers mentoring center into it. There's a 400 mentor over there. Get the mentor, and like I told you, mentorship is one of the level 5 advantage you can get. Get one of the mentors. I'm also in the mentorship platform too. I have a bunch of the mentees I already have. I think some of them sitting down here. There we go, he's sitting there. And I will be probably taking few more. You want me to become a mentor? Log into the platform after the keynotes and send me a request. I would love to have a conversation with you. So now, I told you I'm going to give you a gift, right? So here's the gift. So I talked about how you can build on this advantage for yourself, right? But I have a time limit factor. I cannot just lay down all. But what I've done, I built up a Pro Advantage toolbox where you have a bunch of tools which you can use to build these advantages for yourself. And I'm going to give it to you. You can just get it to use your Builder for Advantage. How to do this one? Just search me in LinkedIn, Masood Pervez, and just text me this line, advantage. Then myself and my team will send you the toolbox, and then you can utilize into it to build up your career advantage. So you can cut through all those challenges, all those hassles and obstacles. And I'm also available in different social media platforms. In LinkedIn, normally I share different business transformation tools and ideas. In YouTube channel, John Masood Pervez, I share about different skills. And also in Twitter and Facebook, I share about different micro skills too. Feel free to connect, use all the resources and put it in your favor and build up your advantage into you. And today I'm going to do the mock test with you, mock interview. And I'm also here for 2 to 3 more hours too. If any one of you want to have a conversation with me, I'm here. Just come along. I'll be happy to have a conversation with you. You're amazing. And I want to say, let's build your advantage. And that's how you win. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wait, John. I have one question for you.
Please.
So you talked about goals. Can you share one goal that you have with the audience?
Sure. I have a goal. I want to train 1 million professionals by 2035. That's one of my career aspirational goal I have right now. So far I have trained around 100,000, but I have another 900,000 to go. But I'm lucky that I still have around 10 years left, 2035, and I think I'm pretty well tracked, and I think I can hit it by 2030. But 2035, I'm still would like to keep the number.
Powerful goals. Thank you so much, John. Let's give John a big round of applause today. I still remember when John first started up the VSHR and he was running some student competitions. He invited me as a mentor to mentor a team and also a judge. And it was just an amazing experience. I hope you guys, especially first year, second year students, don't be afraid to join competitions. You don't need to win. You just need to experience and learn, and that is what companies want to see. Inside the classroom projects, but also outside the classroom.